And here we are with the Violet workout out of the Incredibles training phase. We're going to start with a bear crawl. So you'll notice Panda is crawling and holding each position, which is something you can do where you're actively crawling forward if you have the space. You can also sort of crawl in place where instead of actually moving forward, you just lift up the opposite arm and foot and sort of hold it there. But the hold is really important here. We want to make sure that our hips and our shoulders are nice and stable. So this hold is allowing us to stay really controlled. Panda's doing an awesome job keeping her back flat and making sure that she's actually supporting her body with the stability muscles in her shoulders and hips. So yours should look like this. We're going to follow that up with a single arm rack carry. So I slowed Panda down here a little bit so you could see that she has the kettlebell in the rack position. You can use a dumbbell for this as well. You can pull it in a little bit closer to your chest than she has it if you'd like to, but that's fine. And you'll notice that with her steps, she's walking relatively normally. Quicker, smaller steps are typically good. She doesn't have a ton of weight at her house, but we wanted to go really heavy with this exercise if we can. We're going to follow that up with some windshield wipers. So on our back, we're going to get our knees above our hips and switch from side to side here like we're wiping a windshield with our legs. I would recommend doing this with your knees bent and slowly working up to straight legs if you can, but this is a difficult exercise, and having your knees bent should be challenging enough. What you really want to do is exhale hard as you lift your feet back up. It's really important to notice that Panda's doing an awesome job keeping her knees above her hips here rather than drawing them in towards her chest. If your knees start to drift in towards your chest, you're really cheating, and we definitely don't want that to happen. When you're done with these, you're going to move on to a dumbbell step up. So pick a step that's about knee height. You're going to get your foot right in the middle of it and then drive up through the foot that's on the step. You should feel this mostly in your glutes and your hamstrings, a little bit in your quadriceps. This is another exercise where we want to go pretty heavy. We want to make sure that this is challenging. We're trying to build strength in our legs here. You can do all of the reps on one side like Panda is demonstrating, or you can alternate where you step up with your right foot and then step down, and then step up with your left foot and then step down, and then that would be one rep. So we're going to do reps on either side here. Just make sure that you're really pressing through that foot on the box and not popping up off that back foot. So it's really common for people to sort of jump or hop off their back foot as a way to cheat. Panda's doing a pretty good job. You might also find that when you step up on the box, you have to lean forward over your foot a little bit, and that's really normal. To sort of transfer your weight into that foot is how you get up onto the box without cheating with your back foot. Oh, I should have cut that, I guess. And our last exercise here is the kettlebell swing. Again, I slowed Panda down so you can see that she's really hiking that bell back between her legs. She's not letting her knees bend too much, and her hips only push back right when the bell gets like to her inner thighs. She's again using a light bell here because that's all she has access to. You want to go as heavy as you can for 10 reps. And what that means is that your bell probably won't go as high as hers, and that's okay because bell height doesn't really matter here. What matters is that we're really powering forward with those hips, which she's doing, and you let the bell float up to the height it's going to float up to, and yours might not be that high. We're going to do that circuit for 5 times or about 30 minutes, and I hope you have a good workout.